bent old lady with a shawl of black with a bundle of kindling on her back. But she asked for only a place to rest, a place that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Let me rest for a while. It's Christmas Day." So Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she had left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw the hour were slipping away. And the Lord had not come as he said he would, and Conrad felt sure he had misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door and stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who had wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again, Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make his little girl glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears, and he quietened all the childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more. Then as he entered his own darkened door, he knew the Lord was not coming today, for the hours of Christmas had passed away. So he went to his room and he knelt down to pray, and he said, "Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? I wanted so much to see you, your face to see." The voice he heard, "Lift up your head. I have kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor. 3 times I came to your lonely door. I was a beggar with bruised cold feet. I was a woman. You gave something to eat. I was the child on a homeless. 3 times I knocked. 3 times I came in. And each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all the gifts, love is the best. And I was honored to be your Christmas guest." If I don't touch you, maybe something's wrong. But I think of us as Christians. And that's exactly what we're supposed to do. You know, Christ tells us to live in us. And that's how we do it, is by doing the kind acts and the kind things. And to me, this was 3 big things. But it's also the small things we do. And I love to tell young people, it's as simple as opening the door for somebody. Or when you're at the grocery store, helping an elderly person with their groceries, or helping them get something off a shelf. That's how we show Christ. It's not about how many times we come to church, and I hate to use this, or how many times we act like the Pharisees, that we're better than everybody. We need to be that Sadducee that does the simple things and the kind things. And so to kind of prove it, how about Matthew 25:32-46? I know it's a little lengthy, but we're going to read it anyway. "All the nations will be gathered before him. He will separate them from another, just as the shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on the right and the goats on the left. Then the king will say to those on his right, 'Come, you are blessed by my Father. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you took care of me. I was in prison, and you visited me.' The righteous will answer him, 'Lord, when did we see you hungry and fed you, or and gave you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and take you in, or without clothes and clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and visit you?' And the king will answer them, 'Truly, I tell you, whenever you did for one of the least of these brothers or sisters of mine, you did for me.' Then he will say to those on the left, 'Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger and you didn't take me in. I was naked and you didn't clothe me. Sick and in prison, you did not take care of me. Then they too will answer, Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger or without clothes or sick or in prison and not help you? Then he will answer them, truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me. And they will go away into the eternal punishment, but the righteous into eternal life. We've got to do the small stuff. We've got to take care of the ones that need help. And I take my wife for an example. There's nobody that has a bigger heart and a more caring heart than she does, especially at Christmas time. Heart than she does, especially at Christmas time.